This is Deepak. Good morning. And today is Sunday, January something, but first Sunday, I believe, in January. And I'm speaking today to you about the reality of our true self as the cosmic alchemist. So, to know your true self, first you have to know who you are not or what you are not. So this morning when I was waking up and thinking about this podcast, I thought to myself that the first mistake of the intellect is that we identify ourselves with that which we are not. So let's first examine all the things that we think we are because they belong to us. Let's start with this, your own breath. Your breath doesn't belong to you. It's a recycling atmosphere, correct? It is breath in one moment and the atmosphere in the next moment. Your body doesn't really belong to you because it's the recycling of the earth and its elements. Your blood circulation and your body fluids don't belong to you because they're basically the recycling of water on our planet, the oceans and the rivers and so on. So far, we have discussed the fact that the breath, the body, and the circulation are all the recycling of basically the elements of our planet, part of the universe. So definitely your body is not exclusively yours. It's part of the recycling of the whole planet. So do your thoughts belong to you? And if you think about it, most of your thoughts do not belong to you. Most of your thoughts do not belong to you because they're recycled other people's thoughts. If you have the thought, for example, that you're going to take a plane to Los Angeles this afternoon, then everybody on the plane at some point had that thought. That's why they're on the plane. Or you have the thought, I'm going to go to such and such restaurant to eat Chinese food. That's part of the collective thought. There are no thoughts that are exclusively yours. They are recycling through you. There are no thoughts that are exclusively yours. They are recycling through what you call me, I. Okay. So unless there's an amazingly creative thought for the first time, like E is equal to mc square, or the general theory of relativity, or quantum mechanics, then that thought, of course, is original, it's creative, and it's ultimately not yours because it's part of the information that's recycling in the universe at a more fundamental level. So your thoughts don't belong to you. And then go a little deeper. Say, do my emotions belong to me? And you'll see that all emotions are in the context of relationship. So whether we are experiencing love or compassion or joy or equanimity or peace or a moment of ecstasy or a moment of exhilaration, or whether we're experiencing anxiety or anger or hostility or guilt or shame or depression, it's really not yours. It's always the exchange of energy with other people. So your emotions don't belong to you. Okay, now we're getting a little deeper. You say, but me, Deepak, that's me. It's my ego identity. And really, the ego identity is just another construct that doesn't belong to you. Ego is what your true self has attached itself to. A bundle of experiences, a bundle of memories, a bundle of relationships, a bundle of desires, and those have been circulating around you for a long time. But actually, at a deeper level, your true self has selectively identified with certain experiences, and these ultimately are part of the ecosystem itself, the recycling of experiences. And therefore, your ego identity doesn't belong to you. Well, your body doesn't belong to you. Your circulation doesn't belong to you. Your breath doesn't belong to you. Your thoughts don't belong to you. Your emotions don't belong to you. Your ego identity is another construct that you created and doesn't actually belong to you. So what's left? What's left if every construct that we thought was belonging to me, if all that is taken away, all labels, all definitions, all constructs, all assumed identities are taken away, what's left? What's left is your true self. What's left is being. What's left is awareness. What's left is the essential you. What belongs to it? Well, we can say nothing. That's where we've come so far. Or we can say everything, because nothing is the basis of everything. Nothing interacts with its own self. Nothing, no thing interacts with its own self and generates qualities of itself. I'll repeat. Nothing, which is your true self, no thing, pure awareness, pure consciousness, interacts with its own self and creates qualities of itself. These qualities are called qualia. See my shirt? It says qualia camp. Somebody gave it to me. Okay, so the word qualia actually is a word that means quality of experience. So our thoughts are qualities of experience generated in awareness or being, which is the source of all experience. Qualities of experience. And these qualities of experience are usually in the form of sensations in the body, or they are images in what we call the mind, or they are feelings which are generated in that field of awareness, in the field of being, or they are sense perceptions, sound, texture, taste, smell. All these sense perceptions are also qualia because they're qualities of awareness. So who am I? I am an awareness that interacts with its own self, generating qualities of awareness or qualia that then I label as this is me and this is mine and this is not me and this is not mine. So your ego identity is a collection of qualia. It's qualities of experience. So is everything else. Your body is a collection of qualia. Qualia, qualities of experience. Your body is an experience. Your mind is an experience. Your thoughts are an experience. Your emotions are experience. And ultimately, everything that we call the universe is a collection of experiences that we identify with. So, unbeknownst to us, at the level of being, even unconsciously, we are the alchemists of all experience that we begin to then label as mind, as body, as universe. But ultimately, there is only awareness, and the experiences generated in awareness, known to awareness, occurring in awareness, and because they are excitations or modifications of awareness, then they are also made out of awareness. And this definition, that consciousness is that in which all experience occurs, all experience is known, all experience is made out of, that out of which all experience is made. This definition is very elegant. It comes from Rupert Spira, who's a great meditation teacher, and you should check him out on the internet, Rupert Spira. But beyond the qualia, there is also the subjective element that we call knowing, that we call the knowing of experience. So right now, you're having an experience, but you also know that you're having the experience. And what is the entire universe that includes us and every other life form? The entire universe is nothing other than the self knowing it is having an experience. After that, and the experience is in the form of the raw materials of experience, which are then labeled. The raw materials that are qualia, that are labeled as everything that we call something, a chair, a watch, a hand, a body, a mind, a universe. So, you are the generator of all experience, and as such, you are the cosmic alchemist. But the problem is that we are doing this at an unconscious level. The problem is that we are doing this at an unconscious level. To be a true alchemist, you have to do this at a conscious level. And when you start doing this at a conscious level, which means choosing in every moment of now the sensations you want to experience, the thoughts you want to experience, the feelings you want to experience, the sense perceptions that you want to choose, then you can start sculpting your experience, formulating it, and actually changing your neural networks and your gene expressions and your perceptions to shift into what we want. So this is the basis of all knowledge is structured in consciousness. All experience is structured in consciousness. Reality is different in different states of consciousness. And the universe that we find ourselves is different in different states of consciousness. So as I move through these lectures or these little podcasts, I will share with you everything that I can to make this happen on a practical level. And as I close, I also want to share with you that the basis of all this in physics and science is outlaid in this book, You Are the Universe, Discovering Your Cosmic Self, which I have just written with physicist and cosmologist Menas Kafatos. The book will be out February 7, but you can pre-order it online on Amazon, Barnes & Noble, wherever. And I hope you will read it, but if you don't read it, I will continue to explore the true meaning of You Are the Universe, discovering your cosmic self and why it matters. I think this will be an interesting journey that we can all take together. You are the universe. Please don't forget that. But You have to start being a cosmic alchemist that you already are by sequentially unfolding, feeling, thinking, perceiving, and doing in the world from the level of being. Being comes first, and then feeling, and then thinking, and reflecting, and speaking, and doing all follow. And that is how we become a conscious